Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin Jon's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Monday, March 4th, 2019. We start off with some tragic news in the professional wrestling world. Now, as of this recording, it is 2:42 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'd like to apologize for getting this on late, but I just found out this news a little while ago. It is with great sadness and sorrow, folks, that I announce to all of you that legendary professional wrestler King Kong Bundy has passed away at the age of 61. Of course, for all of you who remember King Kong Bundy, he was one of the biggest wrestlers of the 1980s in professional wrestling. The very first person to challenge for the WWE Championship at a WrestleMania. Of course, that was the steel cage match from WrestleMania 2 against Hulk Hogan in Los Angeles, California in 1986. He also had a great television role on Married with Children, and he also done a great commercial for ESPN Sports Center back in the day. I really don't know what to say right now. I'm just absolutely shocked by this. The news broke on Twitter through a user named Thomas Lyons. Of course, the WWE earlier today tweeted out an article, and Thomas Lyons replied back to that article saying, "Hey Steph, I regret to be the first to possibly inform you, but King Kong Bundy passes away over the weekend. Sorry for your loss, just thought I would let you know. Regards." David Hero seen this tweet from Thomas and said, "How do you know this?" Thomas said, "He lives in the town that I work in, and he is a landlord of a house where he rents rooms and lives on the same property. One of his tenants came into my business today and explained the entire situation in detail to me today." David Hero tweeted back by saying, "Crushed, thank you." Shortly after that, David Hero tweeted on Twitter, "Today we lost a legend of a performer and someone that I consider family, King Kong Bundy. Rest in peace, my friend. Thank you for believing in me." Also, what's so sad about King Kong Bundy's death is that a little over 6 hours ago, he tweeted on Twitter that he would be with Al Snow at this year's WrestleCon at the Collar and Elbow booth doing autographs and photo ops. And, of course, hours later, he would go on to pass away. 61 years old. It's just such a sad thing to hear about. King Kong Bundy was an incredible athlete back in the 1980s and 1990s and 2000s. Just a great, great athlete and a great man. He really was. The first time I ever heard of King Kong Bundy was back in 2001 through the video game Legends of Wrestling for PlayStation 2. He was one of the wrestlers that you could play as in the game, and he was always one of the hardest wrestlers to defeat in the game. And that's how I found out about King Kong Bundy. Years later, when I got WrestleManias 1 through 6 and 12, 13, and 14 on DVD, I remember going back and watching his match with Special Delivery Jones at the first WrestleMania, where he defeated him in 23 seconds, which I believe is still the record for the shortest WrestleMania match. If The Rock didn't beat it against facing the Wyatt family, I think at WrestleMania 32. But he did, and I believe he still does, hold the record for shortest WrestleMania match. And also his main event match at WrestleMania 2 against Hulk Hogan, which was great. He was 28 years old when he headlined WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan. And folks, back in 1986, that was something that you really didn't hear from a whole lot, a young person like that main eventing. So he was the real deal. He really was. I'd like to take this moment to list off his championships and accomplishments in pro wrestling. He was a one-time AWA Superstars of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, a one-time NWA AWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, a one-time NWA AWA Southern Tag Team Champion with Rick Rude, a one-time NWA National Tag Team Champion with the Masked Superstar, a one-time IPW Heavyweight Champion, a one-time IWS United States Champion, a one-time MCW Heavyweight Champion, a one-time NWA New York Heavyweight Champion, a one-time TRW Heavyweight Champion, a two-time NWA American Heavyweight Champion, a two-time NWA American Tag Team Champion, one time with Bill Irwin and one time with Bugsy McGraw. In the WWF, he was a one-time Slammy Award winner for Most Evolutionary in 1994 with Gorilla Monsoon, and he was one of the guys that got the Bobby the Brain Heenan Scholarship Award with Haku, Tama, Andre the Giant, Hercules and Harley Race. He was also a one-time WWA heavyweight champion, and also Pro Wrestling Illustrated ranked him number 147 of the 500 best singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 1995, and PWI also ranked him number 124 of the 500 best singles wrestlers during the PWI years in 2003. He also faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania 11 in 1995. A lot of people don't really remember him facing The Undertaker, but he did. And like I said, this is just a shock. It really is. I was not expecting to hear about this, and I'm just so saddened and shocked hearing about this. You know, back in January, we lost Mean Gene Okerlund. Just a few days ago, just a couple of days ago, I got the news that Harley Race was diagnosed with lung cancer, and now we have the passing of King Kong Bundy. So I want to take this moment to wish good vibes and well wishes out to his family and friends. I also want to say this as well, that in 2007 he wrestled his final match against Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the main event of a show called Legends of Wrestling that was held at the Pulaski County Fair in none other than Somerset, Kentucky, which is just a few hours away from where I live. And learning about that, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, he retired and ended his wrestling career right here in Eastern Kentucky. But like I said, once again, good vibes and well wishes out to King Kong Bundy's family and to his friends. And up in heaven right now, I know that he is doing a 5 count. The tragic news doesn't stop there. I'm sure all of you have heard about the tragic passing of Luke Perry, the actor known for his role on Beverly Hills 90210. He passed away yesterday at the age of 52 after suffering a massive stroke that he was unable to recover from. Perry was the father of AEW star Jungle Boy, and the company issued the following statement regarding his death. All Elite Wrestling tweeted on Twitter, "We are saddened to learn that Luke Perry, father of AEW's Jungle Boy, has passed away at the age of 52, and our thoughts are with the Perry family." And also I want to send good vibes and well wishes out to the Perry family. Just a really hard time in pro wrestling right now, and I always hate hearing about these hard times. And man, you know, once again it's here, and I want to send good vibes and well wishes out to the Perry family, and good vibes and well wishes out to King Kong Bundy's family. Well, I'm sure if you watched Monday Night Raw earlier tonight, you've seen the big news. The Shield reunited once again, and it was announced that the trio will face Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley at this Sunday's Fastlane pay-per-view. Also on Monday Night Raw tonight, Stephanie McMahon announced that Becky Lynch's 60-day suspension was lifted, and if Becky agreed to sign a waiver that WWE wasn't responsible if she gets hurt, Becky will face Charlotte Flair at Fastlane for the vacant Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey came out at the end of the show and said that she never agreed to vacate the title. Stephanie handed the title back to Rousey and said that if Becky defeats Charlotte at Fastlane, it will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the title. Rousey proceeded to viciously attack Becky to end the show. And she also cut this promo basically announcing, you know, that she was turning heel as well. So there you have it. Ronda Rousey is now officially a heel. Also, some breaking news. Earlier Monday night at a live event match between SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka and Mandy Rose, that ended in a no contest when Asuka was dropped on her head and neck by Mandy. The WWE medical staff checked on Asuka and she was able to leave the ring on her own accord. Asuka commented on the incident by tweeting on Twitter, "I'm sorry for worrying you. Hit my back, but that's fine." Good to know that she's doing alright. Very scary thing to hear about, but she's doing okay, and that's awesome. I'm sure all of you have heard the shocking news about Arn Anderson being let go by WWE and how he was reportedly fired by WWE for allowing Alicia Fox to perform at a live event despite her showing up intoxicated. Fightful.com is reporting that Alicia Fox was apparently offered rehab, but ended up going absent instead. Fightful added that several in the company had no idea if she was even offered rehab or where she even was. Fox is said to be on thin ice with WWE over various incidents, including an altercation she had with Ronda Rousey's husband, Travis Brown, from last year. The XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut announced official details regarding the 2019 Money in the Bank pay-per-view. As previously noted, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view has been moved to May for the first time in the history of the event. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view will be happening May 19th at 6:30 p.m. and the tickets will start at $20. Those tickets will go on sale also Friday, March 8th at 10 a.m. at xlcenter.com. Cody Rhodes announced that All Elite Wrestling's Fight for the Fallen event will take place on Saturday, July 13th at the Daly's Place Amphitheater in Jacksonville, Florida. The venue opened in 2017 and holds around 5,500 people. And finally, here on Jammin Jon's Wrestling News, the WWE announced the following early Monday morning. Torrie Wilson went from a small-town Idaho girl to a worldwide superstar. Soon, she will be a WWE Hall of Famer, too. Wilson is the latest superstar to be announced for the WWE Hall of Fame's class of 2019, joining the Generation X and the Honky Tonk Man. The news was first reported by ESPNW. Wilson will take her place in sports entertainment history on the eve of WrestleMania 35, Saturday, April 6th, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Tickets for this historic evening are available now. A budding fitness model in the late 1990s, Wilson's entrance into sports entertainment came out of a backstage visit to WCW with her then boyfriend. She accompanied Scott Steiner to the ring and ended up staying in the industry for close to a decade after that. While competing occasionally in WCW, Wilson was also the manager for competitors like David Flair, Billy Kidman, the Filthy Animals, and Shane Douglas. Wilson joined WWE when the company purchased WCW in spring 2001. Her athleticism and penchant for entertainment made her a great fit for WWE during one of sports entertainment industry's biggest eras. Wilson's partnership with her friend and sometimes rival Stacy Keibler made her a key figure in WCW's invasion of WWE. Once that invasion was fought off, Wilson became a pivotal member of the WWE Women's Division, engaging in memorable rivalries with the likes of Keibler, Sable, and Melina. She even fought for her family's honor against Dawn Marie. Wilson later joined forces with Candice Michelle and Victoria to sow chaos on Monday Night Raw, even bringing her pet dog Chloe to the fray while battling superstars such as Trish Stratus and Mickie James. Injuries forced Wilson out of the ring in 2008, but she soon found a new passion, helping others get in shape through ventures like her business, Torrie Wilson Fit. Wilson did not stay away from sports entertainment for good, though. In 2018, she returned to the ring to take part in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Then later that year, she was a featured competitor at Evolution, the first ever all-women's pay-per-view event, in a battle royal for a future championship opportunity. And now, for her contributions that helped blaze a trail for women in sports entertainment, Wilson will take her place in sports entertainment history. Don't miss Torrie Wilson entered the Hall of Fame along with DX and the Honky Tonk Man during the 2019 induction ceremony on Saturday, April 6th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Tickets for the ceremony, like I said, are available now. Big congratulations to Torrie Wilson. She definitely deserves it. I remember growing up as a little kid watching Torrie Wilson, one of my favorite female competitors in the WWE back in the day, along with Stacy Keibler, Lita, and Trish Stratus. She definitely deserves this, and I cannot wait to hear her Hall of Fame speech. So once again, big congratulations to Torrie Wilson. That is your news for Monday, March 4th, 2019. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin Jon's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and iTunes. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, the Jammin Jon. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin Jon's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion, wanting to get your next big event out, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too can subscribe to me by going to patreon.com/jamminjon. I have free packages on there ranging from $3 to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/jamminjon. This is Jammin Jon saying thanks Goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.